Here's a quote from a man called Jean Monnet, Frenchman, you won't be surprised to know, who is still known as the father of Europe, the father of the European project. And this is what he wrote to a friend on April 30th, 1952, day after I was born, 63 years ago. This is what he wrote. Europe's nations should be guided towards the superstate without their people understanding what is happening. This can be accomplished by successive steps, each disguised as having an economic purpose, but which will eventually and irreversibly lead to federation. So that is the game. That has been the game all along. Within the European Union, there are planned to be no countries, no sovereign nations. The idea is to break up countries into regions, weak regions. They then have the problem in Europe of massive resistance to that, because there is a sense of nationhood among vast numbers of people. They have an identity with their country, with their nation, with the history of that country and that nation, and the last thing they would want is for that country to disappear. So what they're doing is systematically breaking down that sense of nationhood, that sense of unique culture, that sense of national identity. And they're doing it by systematically opening the door to fantastic amounts of immigration. Now, some of that immigration is absolutely justified, because you have people made refugees from wars caused by these same people as part of this bigger plan as well. But the door's not just being opened to refugees who deserve our help and deserve our support. They're being opened to as many people as possible. Why? Because they want to pour in other cultures to break down the sense of European national culture. I'm not saying that's right or whether it's wrong in terms of identifying with a culture. I'm saying that's how it is. And that's what they have to deal with. And this is how they're dealing with it. And the reason that Germany has been targeted so massively with such unquestioning support by Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany, is because Germany has such a national identity, such a sense of nationhood, that this has to get maximum treatment to break it down. And so you have a village of 102 people in Germany having, 700 odd migrants put in its midst. Of course, very soon that village is no longer German. Now that's not saying, race. No, it's nothing to do with racism. It's to do with bloody fact. And that fact is connected to this whole agenda of breaking down a sense of nationhood so it can be, countries can be absorbed with the least resistance possible into this structure that's long been planned that I'm talking about. And I'm not just talking about now, it's been in my books for 20 odd years. And the reason Chancellor Merkel, you'd think she'd be resisting it as Chancellor of Germany, saying, oh no, German culture, what's going on? The reason is that she's supporting it and unquestioningly supporting it, because Angela Merkel is an absolute asset of this hidden cabal that's driving this. She has no allegiance to Germany. First and foremost, it's to her masters of the shadows, and same with Cameron. And that is why there's no way in the world that he would even consider having Britain leave the European Union.